Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and let's take a tour of the 2018 Doinker SoCal Showdown. Before we go and take a look at the range, we're actually going to check out the parking lot here. You know, they laid out the cars pretty well. There looks like there's a good amount of space to get around. There's even a drop-off point, as you can see people dropping off their equipment and heading to the field. The majority of the bathrooms are also out in the parking lot, and they're pretty much just outside the main gate. In addition to, of course, the parking and the bathrooms, there was also food trucks that were stationed directly outside the main entrance to the field, and it was something that you would pass back and forth on the way to your car, and they had a lot of good options there. Alright, now that we checked out what's outside of the chute, well, let's take a look at what's going on in the chute. So let's go through the main entrance here, and the first thing you hit is the vendors. So Doinker was here showing off all their equipment that they produce, and of course the event is sponsored by them since it is the Doinker SoCal Showdown. So very awesome that they were here and you could go and check out their equipment. There was also a concession stand where there was some additional food and drinks you can purchase. And with that food and drink you purchase either at the concession stand or the food trucks, you could go and sit down at the table and chairs that also had umbrellas. Now right next door to the concession stand was equipment inspection. As you can see here, archers are getting their recurve and compound bows checked out. Right behind Doinker was the archers check-in. They also had a table that was full of the medals that you could win, by placing in your respected category in the top 3. So that was very neat to be able to check those out, and they look really good. And right in front of archers check-in was the podium. I think it was a really nice setup, and it was in a really great position given the fact that it was pretty much facing the main entrance to the event, so everybody knew where it was easy to get to, and everybody could see what's going on when they were announcing awards for who won what division. Continuing on, there was a tent for the results and handing in scorecards. Here's a look at the DOS stand. And they had some gear there too for some of the little archery games that went on during the official practice day. And some of those archery games were a archer's dunk tank, where you could dunk a RA member, a resident athlete at the training center. I believe this was actually done on the last day after the medal rounds, but I could be wrong. They also had an archery clay shooting game where this machine actually shot these discs in the air, and you had arrows with these big veins, as you can see, and soft points, and you would try to hit these arrows. The arrows didn't go very far. Another fun thing a lot of archers tried was shooting the Reinhardt Velociraptor that was riding around on this little remote controlled trolley. The idea was to hit that raptor and you could win gift cards and prizes for hitting it. So those little games were very fun. I think it made the tournament a little more interesting overall. Continuing on, as you can see, it was quite a nice field. The grass was great, and the layout really suited the tournament well. Some additional things to note: there was bails set up with target assignments on them. If you didn't want to check or didn't check your target assignment on your phone, you can go and look at the bails. They were posted there. There was also a practice range, and it was pretty good size. It did get packed at points. At least it was available. Also, coolers that you could fill up your water jugs with and things like that. In addition, they had this very long tent system that was nice and wide, and it was all connected, so that worked out really well for providing shade for all the shooters and the people that paid for premium seating. In this clip you can see the layout of the clocks with an ABCD clock, and then right next to it a clock counting down how many seconds you have left. There was also a iron bullseye challenge. That was an additional game that I missed covering before. And basically it's a steel target with the center being the only part that's soft. And it was just, I believe, either just a 9 or just a 10 ring. Very difficult to hit, but very rewarding when your arrows did hit it, because that means they were not going to get damaged. So it was, shoot at your own risk. They were giving away stabilizers for winning that one. So, I don't know, there was a pretty good payoff. So, there you have it. That is the overall layout and look of the 2018 Doinker SoCal Showdown. Hopefully I helped cover some of the major points with you and gave you a good look and feel of the shoot if you're looking to go here in the future. It's great that it's right by the training center, and you can even walk up and check out the Olympic Training Center, and you can even look at the Easton Sports Complex that is right up the walking path. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and as always, happy shooting!